I have come to deliver another lesson and teaching for the edification and interest of those who wish to read these lessons about spiritual truth. I am Jesus, and I am with you today to speak about these things. I wish to speak about life on other planets in the universe, which is vast, seemingly infinite, and all that is within God's creation. We have spoken extensively of what constitutes your world and our world, and its many layers and spheres of existence. These spheres are very diverse, containing many different cultures, perspectives, and expressions of the individuated soul. This, in itself, is a universe that is primarily of man's creation, utilizing the laws of God to create and exist within its own reality. As these layers of existence are more refined and have greater light, then there is a more direct alignment with the laws of God, the understanding of truth, and the expression of the soul, which is primarily reflected within the spirit world. As we have taught, beyond this is what we call the celestial heavens, yet another world that is so refined and in such alignment with God that it does not bear much of a resemblance to that of the spirit world. It is its own unique existence, but still within the great expression of this earthly existence, this planet from which we have all sprung forth from and have continued upon our trajectories toward light and truth. This template or pattern is repeated throughout the universe, for God's laws are intended to be consistent and reflect His great creation, no matter where one may exist within the universe. Those individuals who possess a soul reflect a similarity in appearance and form when incarnating into what you might call human form. There are, of course, variations and adaptations which are a part of the particular conditions and essence of the planet on which they may exist. These forms vary inasmuch as some are of short stature, others very tall. Facial features may reflect physical requirements in their existence within the atmosphere and condition of that planet, as well as other minor differences. Yet within them is a soul, and that soul is a reflection of God, not in substance, but in its mirroring of God's soul, with the potential to express the attributes of God within it. As such, the path which must be traveled in order to do so does not vary from that which you yourselves continue to travel and refine your own spiritual self and nature, which brings a greater harmony and alignment with God's creation. Thus, the desires of a soul, wherever it may exist in the universe, has within it certain attributes and affinities which reflect the overall design of God's creation for existence and progress of the soul. Though, as I say, there may be some differences in appearance, they are minor and are not shocking, as some of your science fiction writers may reflect in their imaginations, imaginings of certain species and places within the universe. The universe does teem with much life, some of which cannot be readily observed or detected by the material senses, but are indeed present in many places in God's creation. The evolution of humanity reflects a pattern that is often present in many other places and planets, though the direction of that evolution or that progressive expression and refinement of the individual soul may not be so convoluted, complex, and erratic as that of those who exist upon this earth plane of yours. Instead, many of these individuals and cultures have developed swiftly and have chosen an easier way towards light rather than expressing their free will, which they too possess, in a way that has created much disharmony and difficulty for the progress of God's children in the universe. These great struggles that you are engaged within your world are not present in many other worlds. The length of time in which these worlds have existed varies greatly. Some are very new and like tender shoots. They are nurtured by God and are not very far upon their path of development, while others are ancient and have continued to progress often to the point where their, what you call vibrational existence, their physicality, is not detectable by the five senses or material instruments that may indicate their existence. They are far beyond this lower level or vibration that exists in your reality. Thus, in order for humanity to perceive their existence, there must be a great leap forward in spiritual senses and perceptions in order to comprehend their existence. Amongst those cultures which reside upon other planets, there is often a great deal of communication between them from planet to planet.